this is your first or second time here, hope you enjoyed the video. If this is your third time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on when I post. Now, I did a run kinda like this one a while back, but I figured since Hitman finally released some weapons and stuff I was looking forward to for months now. I remember searching for hours to try to find his flintlock mod like 6 months ago, and I couldn't find it because he never released it. But he finally just released it along with a bunch of other weapons. Here I am getting ahead of myself here because I'm excited about it. One of which is the Liberator pistol. I'll have to do something with that at some point. But right now I'm talking about, well, I guess I should say what we're doing. Today we're going to see how long it takes for you to make 250,000 caps as Blackbeard. And I figured Blackbeard because, you know, sword and flintlock and all that, and you get treated in the background here what a real-time reload of a flintlock pistol is like in Fallout here. My agility is set to 1 because that gives the most realistic sense of reloads. That way you can enjoy how how annoying some of this was. And when the reload begins, you're locked into that reload animation until you're done, which means you can't activate anything, you can't switch weapons or anything. Like, it would make sense if you could take a shot and then just ditch the pistol and switch over to your sword, you know. That would make more sense because that's what they used to do back in the day. So, right now, we're still attempting the whole shoot 3 bottles thing. The first few shots just went wild because, you know, it's flintlock. Kind of what they do. But damn, is that animation smooth right there. Look at that. Yep, nope, can't talk to Sunny Smiles at the moment because we're reloading. Yeah, there we go.
Well, that's a start.
Now we can talk to her. So yeah, just like before, any animation cancels out the forced cutscenes and whatnot that you have to deal with. We talk to Trudy here to get the whole Good Springs quest thing going because with the debuff we have with a flintlock, I wanted to start off a little more well-equipped, so to speak. So I do the whole Joe Cobb thing. You know how it is. Talk to him. Well, some of you might not actually know here. The Good Springs exploit is you talk to Trudy, find out where Ringo is, go kill him, tell Joe Cobb that you did it, wait for him to bring his people in, give you the quest, run Good Springs Run, where you can go and extort, my apologies there, goods from Doc Mitchell and Chet. Doc Mitchell doesn't give anything important, so we don't need to do anything there. He just gives medical supplies. Like, if you gave stim packs or something, it'd be invaluable, but, yeah, no, he doesn't. They're medical supplies that are flagged as a quest supply item, so you can't do anything with it. Chet, on the other hand, he gives you 9mm ammunition and leather armor. We can bust down any type of ammo to make our ammunition, which is just, I think, powder and lead. That's it. That's all it takes to 2 types of ammunition that you can use with the flintlocks in this mod. One of them is just a 50 caliber ball, easy enough, and the other one is shot. Because, you know, whatever you can shove down the barrel, you can shoot out the thing, so makes sense. Shot, not really the best thing on the planet to use because its spread is just, I don't know, it feels to me just too wide. You could be right up in someone's face and try to shoot them with it, and half of it isn't going to hit, so I stick with normal 50 cal ball ammo for the most part. It is amazing that the inventory menu, quick loot menu, that's what it's called, I blinked on that, works, which is amazing. Even though, you know, we're still in animations. It's been a long day. We also notice right there that in VATS, if they are too close to us, we'll just miss the shot. It's probably why in-game, if you've ever used VATS with like an automatic weapon, you see that it seems to come from your character and not the end of the gun. That's probably why. I forgot I had this mod installed, which is live dismemberment. if you score like a massive critical against someone's limb, it takes their limb off, which leads to weird stuff like that going on. I rely on VATS heavily here for a while until I get used to the gun. Even then, the reload still takes forever in VATS. As you can see. Wait for it here. This is painful to watch. Alright. I pretty much gotta hang out, getting shot, while I reload, because I can't leave at this point. I can heal through it, so that's cool. Whiff that shot, gotta wait, reload again. Because the reload animation starts as soon as you shoot, so yeah, it's an all or nothing thing here. Take another shot, decide to just use VATS at this point. Take him out, there we go. We're all good there. Head inside, gonna use shot here for a little bit. And by this point in time, I've grabbed the one weapon modification these guns have, which is just 5 more pistols. You know, gonna be Blackbeard, might as well be Blackbeard. Right, he was known for carrying a bandolier of pistols. So that's what we're doing. Mind you, after 6 shots, you still need to reload. You don't need to reload all 6 of the goddamn things because, Jesus Christ, that would be insane. No, you still need to reload 1, but you get 6 shots pretty much. And by 6 shots, I mean you can swap out the pistols 6 times. Played around with this and tested it. If you switch ammo types 6 times, you have to go through the reload animation. So it's tied to the number of times you reload, technically. So that's interesting. Although this does give us the ability to take a couple of shots and then switch over to our melee weapon. Right? So if you're wondering what type of build we're going with, guns and melee, right? You know, pirates, a cutlass, and some pistols. That's what we're going with here. I'm mostly just building up to and getting a feel for how we're supposed to play it here. We did grind out until like level 15, 16. And good springs there. That way we can walk from there, you know? We can work with that, we can move forward. And when I say move forward, I mean move into Lonesome Road. Right? Lonesome Road is the best place to get caps in this entire game, right? Everyone seems to rely on, you know, like leveling up luck to the max and then going gambling in the casino. Coming into Lonesome Road, grabbing the arc welder and a couple of sets of marked men armor and some ammo and stuff off of the robots and stuff in here usually gets you over 2,000 caps. If not, taking out these 2 marked men here and the ones in the building over there next to the requisitions in the barracks and inside here, well, I literally just explained these 2 in reverse order, but inside the like police station and then inside here, all that armor, their weapons, plus the weapons and armor you got from the dead ones inside the bunker, you've made over 2,000 caps at that point. Right, so quickest, easiest, quite frankly, least monotonous way to get 2,000 caps in the entire game. So we're going to be farming Lonesome Road here. I'm just going to speed this up for you to see here. I got knocked off of the building when the other marked men come in. And I spend an ungodly amount of time trying to figure out how these guns work right here. So I eventually just give up and use VATS. Still take a bunch of damage while I have to go through and reload during VATS. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Loot everything that's not nailed down so we can go and sell it by this point. There's a place only right up here, so we don't need to worry too much about it. We head back. We sell everything. Got a good chunk of change now. And our final upgrade of the run. This is technically considered a different weapon, which is just dual flintlocks, which works for me. Neat thing about these is there's no reload animation for them at all. You just take 2 shots, toss the guns to the side, take 2 shots, toss the guns to the side. Works for me. And at this point in time, I figured, okay, I'm just gonna, instead of using VATS, because the animation for the dual pistols is kind of weird in VATS, I just decided to use bullet time, which is more akin to what VATS is in the newer Fallout games. Everything's still moving. Difference is you have to aim, and wherever you hit, it then shows where you hit them. Like that. works well. It's pretty good. It uses a lot of action points fairly quickly. And the more heavy hitting the weapon, the more action points are taken out. It works pretty much exactly the same as VATS, if you're wondering, so that's fine. Put down all the marked men here, head further in, use the guns even more because these are fucking cool, man. I still whiff a bunch of fucking shots here. I am by no stretch of the imagination good at shooters or anything like that. I used to play them back in the day when I was a teenager, but I don't have the patience for that shit anymore. Oh, goddamn. Especially seeing some of the new Call of Duty stuff coming out now, it looks like it's a fucking... Goddamn. Fucking, we used to have a word for that type of movement and stuff back in the day, and that was called being spastic, you know? Just fucking spazzing out. That was... Goddamn, what happened to those fucking games, man? Anyway, we put our sword to use here, lay into a Deathclaw. Its normal ability of the blade can knock down enemies, so we're fine with that. After that, we put the pistols to use, along with our bullet time, to shoot a Deathclaw, but our robot gets the killing blow on that one. Move on to the next one. Easy enough. Go and deal with Bonesaw. He kind of got hung up on geometry, so not really anything to do. Switch over to Shot here to see how much... See if it's more useful here, because it's pretty much a double-barrel shotgun with a fairly quick cooldown. But as you can see, I'm missing when I should be hitting. You know, it just seems weird to me. Could be from where the projectiles actually spawn from the gun that's throwing me off. I don't know. Along with that, we're keeping with the style. A long coat to make it seem like the layered clothing of Blackbeard's day. Kill a couple more Deathclaws because they're fucking annoying. But this sword does a lot of work. And you get that one, that ability that knocks them down. Works even better. Head further in. Take out the marked men here. They all have great stuff on them. More money in our pocket. Nearest requisitions at this point is inside. So we might as well go and free Eddie. Get him to unlock the requisitions for us. Goes to show you how much power we have. And by power, I mean lack thereof. It still takes like 10 shots to take out one of these robots. So, not really the best thing on the planet. At this point in time, we're at about 140,000 caps, so about 100,000 away. Head on in, do the Ulysses fight. Yeah, this fight was just annoying, just in general. Didn't have enough damage to lay down quick enough on him, and I didn't have any of the skills to deactivate the robots, so they kept spawning in. Eventually bust out the laser detonator to blow up some of the warheads around here. Think of it like a naval strike or something with cannons. Finally take Ulysses out. He didn't drop out of stealth at all when I was running around doing that, and that was like 10 times speed, mind you. So I don't know what was up with that, if he was like bugged or something, but it was weird. It was weird. We level up. I go through, try to figure out what I want. I eventually just figure, okay, I'm just gonna dump it into intensive training just to get a little faster with guns and stuff. So I dump it into agility. Could have went with perception. Didn't really need to go with perception. You know, agility helps us draw our weapon faster. I don't know if it helps us swing it faster. It doesn't seem like it does. Anyway, I nuke the Legion and the NCR because, you know, Blackbeard was pretty much hated by everyone. And, you know, if you follow the main quest, you can get pardoned by both of them. Blackbeard was pardoned and whatnot. You know, it's a whole to-do there. We drop below 140,000 caps, fixing everything up, as we set about collecting up the rest of the money we need. We take out some more robots. Robots and marked men like to spawn in the bunker. They like to spawn everywhere after you beat Lonesome Road, but there's quite a few that spawn in the bunker if you wait like 3-ish days outside of Lonesome Road. I did that by going and buying stim packs at the New Vegas Medical Clinic, which gave us the ability to come back and, you know, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, refreshed, take on the Courier's Mile, one of the hardest places in the entire game, if not the hardest place in the entire game. Mostly because it has like 20 Deathclaws in this small-ass area. And the marked men are all irradiated. One of the other things I realized when heading toward the I think it's called Dry Wells for the Legion. It's the place you nuke for, well, place you nuke that belongs to the Legion, I should say. The marked men here would have already been in the Divide. So the irradiated marked man scout, which is a Legionnaire. Yeah, they would have been in the Divide when the nukes went off the first time. So, you know, weird weather that scours the Divide is said to be what made them the marked men. That they're like some type of ghoul that had their flesh stripped off of them, but the irradiated sand, glass, whatever also feeds their ability to stay alive, and it's a hellish existence for them, right? Weird thing. Like, I don't know if it's because the, like, fidelity mods and stuff, because I don't really hang out in those areas in the normal game and whatnot. Dry Wells, the Legionnaires there were marked men. Like, I'll have to look into it more, because I'm thinking about it now. And that's strange. Like, does that mean that the nuke literally scours the flesh, skin, from the meat? Does that mean every ghoul was technically a marked man before they regrew their flesh? It's a strange question, but it's a valid one. It might not be valid. It could just be my mods fucking with stuff. Anyway, we take out the Great Khans because they usually have really good guns that I could sell for a good bit, but even with killing all of the Great Khans, taking all of their guns and all of their armor, I still only get like maybe 2,000 caps, 3,000 caps out of it. It's weird. It is weird. I don't get anywhere near as much as I do just doing a run in the Divide, so I figure, I'll just go about running in the Divide some more. I don't really need to mess around with the low lives of the normal Mojave wasteland. And he just slept through it all. Fucking champ. So we wait a few more days, head back in. There's more robots and more marked men running around, as you can see. Sometimes they spawn in smaller numbers, sometimes they spawn in larger numbers. There's like 4 or 5 marked men right fucking here. And like marked men beast marauders. They're like the non-named versions of the like Bonesaw and Blister and whatever that other one's name is that I always forget. You know. They're like them, but they're not unique, is what I'm getting at. So we take out the rest of the marked men in here, head outside, take out the marked men there, take their weapons, take their armor. You know the whole to-do at this point. Getting real used to the pistols at this point. Get a good feel for the range. The look of the pistols in third person is just the one-handed animation. Because it's technically just a one-handed weapon that is modeled to use both hands. It's strange type of witchcraft, however the fuck that man got this to work like this, but it's pretty fucking cool. Same style of the Guns Akimbo mod that I used a while back. Same deal. If you sprint with the guns, they technically go over to one hand. It's also why both guns go on my character's back when I put them away. So, yeah, I think that's pretty neat. And if you're wondering what the other mod is for putting the weapons on you, I'll leave it in the description below. Same with this one, if I can remember. With that, we sell off some more stuff. We're at 200,000 caps at this point. Jump back in to kill more marked men. Some of the armors on some of them are amazing. I mean, all of their armor is amazing. If you fully repair a set of armor for a marked man, you get like 5,000 caps out of that thing. Or, you know, you can just save up like 5 sets of them and have a set them out there. Also, here's a quick little shortcut if you never knew. You can just walk along the edge of the building to hop over here so that you can just continue on without needing to go up, around, blow up this, that, or the other. Quick little know-how there. Head into the water treatment facility, kill the marked men in here, take everything they have. Mostly to keep our Blade of the West, or East, no, West, repaired. It's a great sword, one of the best in the game. It's pretty much Lanius' sword that you can get before you go kill Lanius. Same with the armor of like the 86th tribe or whatever it's called. Sad that there's no helmet for it. But then again, you could take like the marked beast helmet, which is pretty much Lanius's helmet, except, you know, like cracked and whatnot. This is what I was talking about. Irradiated Legionnaire Veteran. Exposed flesh like a marked man. You know, irradiated Legionary... Yeah, Legionary Prime. Again. Same flesh setup like a marked man. So does that mean these bombs, these nukes that came from the Divide are unique? Were a different type of nuclear weapon than the ones that were dropped all over the place? Maybe they were meant to, I don't know, cause an area of effect beyond that of a normal nuclear weapon. That's the armor I was talking about. The armor of like the 86th tribe or something. Pretty cool looking. No unique helmet for it though, which is sad. Anyway, we take everything, head back, sell it all off. Easy enough that way. Easy enough. But you know, I'll have to look more into it about the Legionnaires there looking like the marked men. Anyway, we sell off some more stuff, start selling off ammo and stuff that we don't need because we only need our ball ammo and our buckshot ammo. We're almost there. Almost there. So we head back out, kill a couple more marked men. I don't know if you can just hear that, but my furnace kicked on. It's been chilly lately. Weather needs to make up its damned mind. It really does. Take out another couple of marked men here. Sit taking pot shots at these guys over here for a while. Yeah, these guns are not accurate at all. Take out a couple of Deathclaws. Forget to sell their stuff later on. Sell off some tri-beam lasers and some missile launchers, some more marked men armor. And that gets us over that 250,000 cap that we were looking for. Well, caps that we were looking for. Get a little excited here and there when talking. Anyway, I decided to spawn it in a bunch of Leg Atlantiuses just to fuck around with, take pot shots at, see how well we can do against them. Use pretty much every chem and stim I have and then still get completely demolished by them. Tried again, taking literally every chem I had. Yeah, no, it's pretty much a no-go. I get demolished like every time, so I drop it down to 3. See if I can handle 3 at a time. Their swords knock me over way too often. Then again, mine can do the same thing, but lay into them, don't let up. And I am eventually able to get a couple of them down. It's just these are the essential Lanius, so you can't actually kill him until like the end of the game, which is weird. So when they get knocked down, they just get back up again. But I was able to take each of them out at least once, so that's pretty cool in my opinion. As you can see, his health just shoots all the way back up. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We got memberships and stuff down below. I need to get the other members-only videos out here within the next couple of days. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to thank Eric Hewitt and Big O for sticking around this long. Thanks, guys. It means a lot to me. And with that, I'm going to go to bed because it is like 3 in the fucking morning. So, don't be like me. Get some sleep. And I'll see you in the next one.